Welcome to this video. In this video we will learn about third 5-year plan. So in the previous two 5-year plans we have seen that in the first 5-year plan India focused on agricultural sector, and in the second 5-year plan we switched the focus towards industrial sector, that is basic and heavy industry. So what is the main motive behind the third 5-year plan, we'll see in this video. First of all, we'll write the period of this 5-year plan. This 5-year plan started in the year 1961 and it lasted around 5 years, that is 1966. So that's very important 5-year plan, because this is regarded as one of the turning points of the strategy of our policy makers. So first of all, we'll write the target. The target growth rate was 5.6%. This was set at the prior integration of this 5-year plan into our planning process. After that, we'll see that this plan was based on Gadgil Yojana. Gadgil Yojana was the basis of this 5-year plan. One of the major prominent economists known as Gadgil, he made the plan, and Gadgil Yojana it is popularly known as. Now we'll understand what was the main motive behind this 5-year plan. So in the first 5-year plan, that is agriculture, and the second is industry. So this plan is focused on actually the integration of the agricultural sector and the industrial sector. So first point, major point is integration. Integration of the two important sectors, that is primary sector and the secondary sector. This is very important because we invested very much, or we invested so much capital in the second 5-year plan. That is why we need to continue our same policy of the second 5-year plan. In the last video, I had discussed about that industrial policy resolution also initiated in the year 1956. So that is why the continuation of that policy is also very vital for the success of this 5-year plan. Now this 5-year plan had many drawbacks because there is a lot of capital scarcity in the country. So by the end of this 5-year plan, we were struggling for our food crisis. We were struggling in our balance of payment crisis. India had to devalue its currency by 57%. So devaluation by 57% of our rupee is a very big setback. On the other hand, we were also receiving food aid from United States of America under the law that is popularly known as PL 480. That is public law in the United States law, that is PL 480. India received a lot of food grains during this period. After that, we'll discuss about two wars. There were two wars India fought. So the developmental process, when we allocated some resources to the developmental process, but during the war, that is 1962 with China and 1965 with Pakistan, so the resources diverted from the developmental purpose to the defense purpose. So that's very important because that is why we lack the capital and we need to invest more amount in capital goods industry. Now coming on to the another major feature, that India was in the need of many food grain production. That is why by the end of the 5-year plan, the main target was achieved, that India was self-sufficient in the food grain production to some extent. The self-generating economy was one of the goals at the starting of this 5-year plan. So there were two goals major: self-generating economy and self-reliant in the food grain production. Because in the second 5-year plan we invested so much in capital good industry, that is why the policymaker neglected the consumer good industry. That is the wage good. Wage good means the consumer goods. One of the famous model, wage goods model, was given by Vakil and Brahmananda. That is the contrary to the Mahalanobis model. But India neglected the consumer good industry, that India had to pay some price in the year 1966. In the year 1966, there were two famines and 2 years continuous drought in the year 1965 and 1966. So that was also one of the biggest setback of our country, because 1944, that is prior to our independence, was one of the greatest famine of our history of our country. But after independence, we are so lucky that we did not face any such crisis like 1944 Bengal famine. But in the year 1966, that was also one of the biggest after independence. So this is also major concern in the this third 5-year plan. Integration, second point is self-reliant. that I discussed with. Third is self-generating economy. So these three factors are the major highlights of this 5-year plan. Hope you like this video. This video is very important in our 5-year plan series, because after this 5-year plan we were not able to continue our planning process and we had to halt our planning process for the next 3 years. So hope you like this video and stay tuned for the next video, because we'll discuss what happened after the third 5-year plan. Thank you so much. Have a good day.